1987, the Children's Center was on the cover of Time magazine. We were known as the city with the largest population of sexually abused children. Community members reading this, especially Damaris Garcia, she said, we have to do something about this. So she went to 13 other people and said, we've got to change this. Give me 10,000, give me 10,000, give me 10,000.
Hi, my name is Rick Garcia, and some of you may know me as a news anchor and a sportscaster in Los Angeles for the past several years, but you may not have known that I also grew up in the Antelope Valley and was lucky enough to have a wonderful childhood there thanks to these terrific parents, Damaris and Frank Garcia. But a lot of kids are not as lucky as I was. And so my mom, along with some local doctors and other concerned citizens, they eventually opened the doors to the Children's Center of the Antelope Valley.
With their money, they started in this little tiny room.
We at the time were serving only little ones, and those days we were moving from one place to the other, trying to find a place where we could make a home, have an office to serve those kids. So the early days were really, really tough.
The Antelope Valley is so unique. Most of our poverty-stricken areas are very spread out.
There are issues in the Antelope Valley, there's no doubt about it. We have a high rate of child abuse out here, we have a high rate of homelessness, we have a high rate of together.
That kind of violence was terrible, and we didn't have a meaningful response at that time in this area.
We are part of LA County, but we're really rural. 30% of the nation's foster care children live in LA County, and the Antelope Valley has 70% of the 30%.
Many of these children haven't even been in school. Many of them have been on the streets. What we do know is that 25% of the adults in the Antelope Valley don't even work. They live on some type of government subsidy. What happens to that child when they age out of the system? They don't possess the life skills at 18. What do you do and where do you go? So, it's our hopes at the Children's Center that we can expand our services. We can help teach them how to dress for interviews, how to do an interview, how to fill out a resume, life skills that they do not learn in school.
But the reality is that we have more clients than we have services.
We have all of these children here from foster care, and we've had the same funding for 8 years, and our population has changed. Subaru has been a big sponsor of ours. We speak to the salespeople. Do you want these kids to come and buy a car from you, or do you want them to steal the car? Well, by investing in these children, they're going to buy that car.
When I was a liaison with the Children's Center and the contract that was building the building, I understood that how tragic the children don't have parents that know how to be parents.
I went through foster care as a child. I understand what it's like to be in foster care and go from home to home.
My mom was a single mom raising 3 kids. When I was 18 years old, I experienced homelessness firsthand myself. What I did was get a gym membership and sleep in my car, go to school. Definitely a very hard time in my life.
Not everybody knows how to raise a child or do the certain things that you need to do.
Depression can also be a big one that people don't always realize.
We need to be able to capture them at some point. If they're lost, then they're lost.
So what we're trying to do right now at the Children's Center is we want to create a space for those transitional age youth to go. We want to create an additional piece to this building that is essentially like a drop-in center that has a lot of different activities and recreation for them to do. And we are looking for a place for them to feel safe, a place for them to help realize their maximum potential.
And since we deal with healthy, well taken care of children on a regular basis, we would like to see more of them in our community.
I'm very excited for the new building. This is about helping the community as a whole because it affects all of us.
So I'm asking the community to rally around us one more time after 31 years and build a new building.
I don't have $1 million. I don't have $500,000, but I can do something.
Even if it's $5, $500, it doesn't matter. Putting that toward a child and their future knowing that there's somebody that loves them enough.
The new building is going to bring in a new level of assistance and help for children that are in that transitional period from youth to adult.
The whole goal of the new building is to prevent, can help them understand in a different way.
We need to all get involved. We have a problem in the Antelope Valley, and it takes a village, as they say, to make change. So please, do something.
And these kids are kids without families, especially these 16 to 25-year-olds that don't have support. And without that support, they can go one way or the other. They're either going to become productive members of our community, and so this is money well spent. This is not a donation, this is an investment in our community.
In our perfect world, the treatment part of our business would be out of business because we would be focusing on making the problem go away.
Trusting the Children's Center and investing your money in the Children's Center is exactly what will make those changes.
I think it's the best thing that could ever happen for our community. I'm excited.
All good men and women must take responsibility to create legacies that will take the next generation to a level we could only imagine. Please join our $100,000 anonymous business donor and become a member of our Legacy League. Enough is enough.